The streets of New York just got a little more stylish. The Devil Wears Prada 2 is officially happening, with Meryl Streep, Anne Hathaway, Emily Blunt, and Stanley Tucci reuniting for the sequel. Updates keep flooding our timelines, and I'm here to break it all down. So let's step into something groundbreaking. What's happening in The Devil Wears Prada 2 is actually amazing because we're picking up years after we last saw Miranda, Andy, Emily, and Nigel. The fashion world that we know has only gotten faster and more digital since then. But Miranda Priestley hasn't missed a beat. She's still running the show, and now she's doing it with a new husband, played by Kenneth Branagh. That alone tells us this story isn't just about office politics anymore, it's about power, influence, and everything in between. And the cast? We're getting the best of both worlds. The originals are back, but the sequel is also bringing in iconic names you'll definitely recognize. Simone Ashley, Lucy Liu, Sydney Sweeney, BJ Novak, and Justin Theroux, they're all stepping into the Prada universe. On top of that, there are real-world cameos sprinkled in, from Paige DeSorbo to John Batiste to Tina Brown. When you put it all together, it feels less like just a movie and more like Hollywood, fashion, and reality colliding. We are stepping into something bigger than ever, and the cast knows it too. We're stepping into something bigger than ever, and the cast knows it too. Now here's what they've been sharing. Emily Blunt's hints are pure gold. She revealed that Emily Charlton isn't the assistant we remember. She's now a powerful executive, likely calling shots in the luxury advertising world. That shift sets up a fiery rivalry with Miranda, and you can feel Emily's excitement about playing her character with that new edge. Anne gave us a clever throwback, slipping into cerulean in a TikTok that instantly reminded everyone of Andy's iconic moment from the first film. It was her way of saying Andy Sachs is back and she's stepping into this new chapter with style. Stanley has kept it short and sweet, but he's made it clear he's all in. He talked about how much he loved playing Nigel and said he'd jump back into those shoes without hesitation. Hearing that from him feels like catching up with an old friend who never missed a beat. And of course, Meryl is at the center of it all. She's stepping back into Miranda Priestley with the same icy grace. Only this time, the queen of fashion is facing bigger challenges. A new media landscape, shifting power, and her own fight to stay at the top. Every word from the cast carries the same energy. They're not just revisiting the past, they're pushing Prada forward. And as you watch them talk about it, you can feel that excitement pulling you right back into their world. And the filming is already in full motion, and New York City has basically turned into a Prada runway. Cameras have caught Anne and Meryl back in action, dressed in looks so sharp they instantly take us back to the Runway magazine days. Every corner of Manhattan seems to have transformed into a set, and every leaked photo feels like a mini fashion show on its own. Anne's updated Andy Sachs is impossible to miss. She has been spotted in multiple striking outfits, ranging from sleek pinstripe vests and trousers to bold geometric dresses and even playful florals. Each look feels like a deliberate step forward, showing us that Andy has grown from the wide-eyed assistant we remember into a woman who knows exactly how to move in the world of power and fashion. One pinstripe ensemble in particular really sells it, the perfect balance of professional polish and media insider edge. Then, there's Meryl, slipping back into Miranda Priestley, like she never left. Her signature silver hair is as iconic as ever, paired with a wardrobe that commands every frame. One scene in particular had her striding across a Manhattan street in a deep crimson gown, the kind of look that reminds you Miranda isn't just a character, she's a presence. We don't even need her to speak a word. The outfit alone does all the talking. And of course, the fashion is already sparking conversation. Paparazzi leaks have taken over social feeds, giving us glimpses of designer pieces from Dior, Saint Laurent, Stella McCartney, and more. The film's costume designer, Molly Rogers, has admitted it's frustrating to see all that work exposed so early. But the reaction online tells a different story, since people can't stop dissecting every outfit. Love it or hate it, it proves one thing. The fashion in this sequel is already a banger in its own way. There are even hints of bigger narrative moments hiding in these shots. One sequence looks like a Met Gala-style event filmed at the American Museum of Natural History. Between the opulent gowns, dazzling accessories, and even a subtle cerulean carpet touch, it feels like the movie is blending fashion fantasy with cultural spectacle in a way only Prada can. So far, we've talked about the cast, the filming, and the fashion. But I know the big question on everyone's mind is when we can actually watch it. Mark your calendars. The Devil Wears Prada 2 struts into theaters on May 1st, 2026. That means we've got just enough time to rewatch the original, perfect our Miranda Priestley impressions, and maybe even pull something stylish out of the closet for opening night. So that's where things stand. The cast is back, the cameras are rolling, the fashion is already trending, and the countdown to release has officially begun. Updates keep flooding our timelines, and I'll be right here breaking them all down with you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out the other videos in my channel.